You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Get them titties out. Get them kitties out. Get them cooters out. Get them pooters out. Shit happens when you party naked. Shit happens when you party naked. Get them titties out. Get them kitties out. Get them cooters out. Get them pooters out. Shit happens when you party naked.
I know you love that guy. Welcome to Shit Happens When You Party Naked, motherfuckers. We are live from Curlies Comedy Club in Rochester, New Hampshire. Rottenchester. I am your host, Jason Alme. And with me today, I got the boys from We Need to Talk podcast. I have Meader and I have Pepenis here. It's a nickname we gave him last week. It's going to stick pretty good, I think, especially after this week. So, Pepin, a.k.a. Pepenis. I think that's a good one. It's going to stick. I want to thank Curlies Comedy Club for having us on. He told me not to say as many jokes about fellatio tonight. And I agreed to, so I won't, but I'm having a really hard time. You know, it's like you're told not to do something, and then all you can think of is like the thing you've been told not to say. You're like, oh, sucking dick, sucking dick, sucking dick. Anyway, he did take a chance on us here tonight, and all this month, for all of the shows who are going to be up here performing this month. He took a risk on us, and so out of appreciation, because I could have done anything, right? I mean, I could completely bomb. I could piss my pants in front of all of you. I could start yelling racial slurs. I could try to get you guys all to join the Black Panthers with me. Like, that could have happened. We could all join the Black Panthers tonight. We could make that happen. I think they're accepting white folks now. And I'm only 99% white, so. But about Curlies, I did want to say, and this has been sticking in my head since last week, the owner's name is Josh, and the fries are straight, so I don't know how they get off calling this place Curlies. You know what I mean? You saw the straight fry. I was totally expecting
they're some of the
curly
straightest fries I've ever seen
They
in my
were
life.
really straight fries. Is anybody eating fries? Does anybody have a French fry? Look at that fry. That is not curly
Straight
at all.
and thick.
I'm really kind of disappointed because curly fries taste better.
That's my nickname in college.
I think the fries are still probably pretty good, but they're not curly. So I feel like maybe they should change the name to Straights, but then you get the wrong idea about this place, right? Like, certain people might not feel welcome, and we don't want that either, right? We don't want that either. We want everyone to feel welcome, so I guess the name's got to stay Curlies. If Josh does not ask me to leave before 8:30, this is going to be a successful night. I love you, Josh. So, guys, how are you doing? How are you feeling about the live shows after last week? I know we had our first live show last week. Thank you guys for repeat audience.
Yeah, so the first one was just, it was decently packed, but tonight's way more packed, so a lot more pressure. So thank you guys for giving me that pressure.
People like me better.
Woo! Oh, that's it. That's what we were missing. Last week we got hecklers. My mom was heckling us last week.
Now I feel like heckling her because she got a mouthful of sandwich and she can't defend herself.
Listen.
She's had a rough week too, everybody. Be nice to Sandy, okay? Be nice to
Jesus.
Sandy. You got a mouthful of sandwich, it's okay. You don't have to reply. Because if you start choking because I picked on you, I'm going to feel terrible.
So what did you say to get all these people here tonight?
Josh would rather I not divulge because it has to do with a topic that I've promised to lay off of. So if you catch my drift, I've got to S a lot of D's after this. Right at 8:30 sharp, because I got a baby to
There's
get
a lot of
home
dogs
to.
to shave.
Yeah, a lot of dogs to shave. Yes, I'm shampoo, dude. Who shaves their dog? Shampoo. I guess if it's a poodle, you might. So before we get into it, I have some voicemails that I haven't. They've been piling up since last week because we didn't do a show last week. So I thought it would be best if we dug into the voicemails like first thing.
You do voicemails?
We sometimes do voicemails, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have some voicemails, and I figure, like, if you're going to do a live show, I'm going to come out here and settle this crap up. You're going to settle this crap up. You guys are all going to come out. I should definitely play some pre-recorded shit, right? Like, that's the thing to do at a live show. Like, I'm too cool to actually have a live show. I'm going to play some pre-recorded shit from my iPad.
Sense.
Okay.
So here's the first voicemail. Let's. I haven't listened to any of these, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there. I did not have time to listen to any of these in advance,
And we're live, right?
and we are live.
Okay.
So
Just making sure.
Yeah, don't bother calling here again, okay?
So, that was the first. That was a legit voicemail. Like,
Was that-
Do you think that was Earl? That wasn't Earl. I promise you, that was not Earl.
Was that someone asking to be on your do not call list?
I think somebody just requested to be on the Shit Happens When You Party Naked do not call list. Yeah. So, I'm gonna have to take him off the list.
Do we have a number so we can call him?
Let's do that. I'm gonna get you that number. I'm gonna get you that damn number.
Yeah, don't call
I'm gonna
here
make sure
anymore.
you got. Let's call him on the 29th live and just pass the phone around. Let everybody talk to him. All right. So here's the second voicemail. I'm sure this one's gonna be much better. I'm sure this. The first one was.
Oh, that was a fluke.
Yeah. I'm sure.
الو ايه شو ما عم بيرد بالمرة هالمرة التليفون بيرن وما بيرد طيب وقت اقول له ايش
Is this you?
ايش هو هذا
Pepin, is this you?
كل مرة بدي اقول لك ما اقول له سي ما ابي اقول له سي لا
Oh, that was.
That's not English.
I feel like.
I think that's the wrong number.
No, I feel like
What
we're.
is your voicemail?
We're actually pretty huge in like Lebanon and Turkey. I think we get like a full like 2% of our downloads from the Middle East. So we're pretty popular over there. I'm just gonna presume he's a giant fan that speaks zero English, and I speak like very little. I only did like 3 semesters in college of Arabic, and that was like 17 years ago at this point. So I'm just gonna presume that he was just a tremendous fan.
Hey, Team Alme. It's
English.
Ron.
This is legit.
Just calling you from my bed in Maine, eating avocado toast and being millennial as shit. I just got a question for you. It's actually kind of a twofold question. I'll just jump right into it. How low can a cloud go before it becomes fog? And conversely, how high can fog go before it becomes a cloud?
That's a good question.
Oh, damn.
Good luck in answering. Choose your answer wisely.
Choose your answer wisely.
Hello, People's Live crowd.
Choose wisely, because the wrong answer, and it's like The Last
That is
Crusade, and I'm just going to shrivel up into dust.
Plunge Podcast. Thanks.
So, did you guys hear the question from our listener? He was asking, how low can a cloud go before it becomes fog, and how high can fog go before it becomes a cloud? And he did warn me to answer correctly, because if I don't answer correctly, I'm going to die in like an Indiana Jones kind of like face-melting manner.
Okay.
I think that in order for it to be fog, the cloud has to be lower than 20 feet. I think it has to be lower than 20 feet. How tall is the tallest NBA player?
7'6".
I knew you would know that. So it definitely should be a little bit higher than that, but not too much higher than that. I'm going to revise my answer to 10 feet. I think above 10 feet, it's starting to become a cloud. But 10 foot, I'm gonna cut it off right there. My cousin's actually a meteorologist, and so I already know the answer to this question. I cheated. And so 10 feet is when it becomes a cloud or fog, when it crosses that 10-foot barrier. Yes, Riley.
Is it like a Venn diagram at all? Is there ever any overlap where it's full of fog and the cloud?
I suppose, because if part of the cloud is below 10 feet, but part of the cloud is above 10 feet, the top half is a cloud and the bottom half is fog. What do you guys say? I want you to be able to weigh in on that question.
I'm gonna go with it has to do with the direction of the actual physical thing. So if it's going downward, then that's heading towards fog, right? If it's going up, that's
Yeah.
cloud. So like, can fog ever rain? Is that what morning dew is?
Fog rain. Yeah.
That's fog rain.
It's fog rain. Okay, Pepenis, what do we got? What do you got over there? What's your answer?
See, I would say probably a 2-story house. That seems pretty logical.
It seems kind of reasonable. Maybe a little too reasonable.
Yeah, two-story house. If it fits below that, it's kind of like that mix, like you're saying. But anything above the 2-story house is definitely a cloud.
I think fog, by its like maybe not its textbook definition, but like just the concept of fog, it should obscure your line of sight. So I think if it's higher and you can see shit, and you're not going to run over your neighbor's dog or something like that when you're coming home drunk at 2 a.m., I think it's not fog. It's a cloud at that point. But if you do come home drunk at 2 a.m. and you run over your neighbor's dog or a homeless person or whatever, I'm not judging, I think then you're going to say the fog made me do it. Of course I wasn't drinking. It was foggy. And the dog
Is that why you asked about the NBA player? Because I was real confused up till right now.
Yeah, that was, I think. Because it's all about like lines of sight. All right, I've got another voicemail.
Dots are connecting.
I've got another voicemail for you. Which ones have I played?
Yes, Jason Alme, this is Lance from CBS. I want you to know that your prescription for your gonorrhea, class, and hemorrhoids has just come in. So please, you are allowed to pick them up at any time. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day.
I think that wasn't supposed to be on there. That was obviously. Now my wife has questions. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller.
He's on the mend.
Could you guys hear me in there screaming when I peed earlier? When I went to pee earlier, could you guys hear me in there? Yeah, I thought the door was kind of thin. That's my phone ring.
Should we be giving you a round of applause, or?
That was my phone ring. So, I don't know about that voicemail. Would you be embarrassed if it was publicly revealed in front of all of these people, some of whom you don't know and you may never see again? How embarrassed would you be for it to be revealed that you have gonorrhea in front of all these people? How embarrassed should I be right now?
If it's in public, you have to kind of just go with it. So I'd probably create a fan club,
Okay.
Pepin's gonorrhea Facebook page?
Yep.
I want to join that group.
Donate to my, prescription medical bills, please.
GoFundMe.
I got to GoFundMe. Gonorrhea fund me. Gone fund me. So you actually would lean into it, kind of like I'm doing right now.
I mean, what other choice would you have but to lean into it? Because
you don't.
Otherwise,
Denial.
be ashamed, and you can't monetize it. And everything's about monetizing today, so gotta do it.
Yeah, I got to get clicks on that Facebook page. Everybody like my gonorrhea. Just click like on my gonorrhea. Honey, we'll talk after this. Maybe like run by CVS for one of the tests. You know what I mean? Like you and me both. We'll take care of that. I won't say any more about it. Okay.
Doubtful.
All right. I think I got.
Hey, what's going on? Jason Alme? This is that motherfucker Jody B. from the Po' Boys podcast. I was calling. I have a small child following me, so bear with me. Hang on one second. You got it. Anyway, hey, was wondering. First of all, good luck on your show tonight. Hopefully everything goes well, and it isn't a complete cluster like that. A complete clusterfuck, my friend. But I wanted to talk about something important. Premature ejaculation. As I like to call it, ejaculation. Listen, I wondered, the only time I think I've ever experienced that was like when I was a young kid, and then like maybe once when my wife was pregnant. You get that booty at like 6 a.m. You ain't had time to do anything. Yeah. Anyway, I'm curious what your experience is with it, and do you really think it's as big of a problem as they made us think it was when we were teenagers in American Pie? Surely there's not people that do it every time, right? And if so, do better. Hit that round 2, son. Take it easy, son, bitch. Hope you have a good night.
I like that guy.
I like that guy a lot. I do love Jody B. Po' Boys podcast, everybody. If you're looking for another funny podcast to listen to when you're out of Shit Happens When You Party Naked and we need to talk and the plunge, let's definitely put Po' Boys podcast on the list. When is ejaculation premature? Mm-hmm. And do I think it's as rampant as like funny comedy movies would make it seem? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I like his philosophy, like premature ejaculation, or as I like to call it, ejaculation. I mean, either way, I'm happy, right? I mean,
So I think the problem with premature ejaculation is that there's no like pleasure out of it. Like it's like it
For
happened.
you or for her? Because for me, I'm fine. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not upset with my penis. Like, not that upset with my penis.
I'm pretty upset. It's like too early. You know, it has to line up with orgasm, cum, same time. Otherwise, it's out of there.
Let me ask you this, because you're the guy who invented the Kegel app.
Yep.
So premature for you is like under an hour, right? Premature for you is like, oh shit, I finished within 50 minutes, and sorry.
Yeah. Well, premature for me is anytime I don't want to. So if before that, it's premature.
What do you mean if you don't want to? Like someone puts a knife to your throat? Like, you gotta come, motherfucker. I'm gonna slit your throat open.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah, that scenario. That actually happened to me last week. Actually, it's really kind of an uncomfortable thing because you're forced to perform like that. How creepy do you think that would be, though, if you were just woken up in the middle of the night and a knife to your throat and there's like some guy leaning in and just hot breath and he's jerking you. He's jerking you off. He's not demanding that you do anything to him.
How hot is he?
That's the question.
Not.
That's the question.
Not hot at all. Imagine Meader's twin.
Fuck.
What's this shit?
Sorry, buddy. I mean, I figured you would be the least attractive to him because he podcasts with you every week.
Okay, I'm gonna defer to Meader for this question.
What's if I saw myself? Like, where's this one going?
I mean,
You saw your twin.
yeah,
oh,
not
my
you.
twin? Fuck yeah.
Your twin.
I think that works. Okay. So when is ejaculation premature for you?
I think this is the greatest
like
philosophical question of our age, right?
Tantric fucking Rod Stewart over here or whatever.
Is
This
that
guy
is
right
that
here.
the philososopher that you know, or
No,
Rod Stewart, the most famous?
this guy, the one.
Oh
who,
yeah. No, and I mean I think that's where Pepin really excels is in his philosophy, especially in dick-related philosophy.
This guy deadlifts solely to strengthen his cremaster muscles, his Kegel muscles. That's it.
You were giving me direction on the microphone, not doing a sex move, right?
No. I mean, not yet.
This is how Pepin lets the lady know. Like, it's about. I'm sorry. It's about. I know it's only been 45 minutes, but I can't hold it off any longer. It's about to blast. That's the sign language for that, right?
Yep.
It's definitely had nothing to do with mic technique. All right. So, guys, premature ejaculation, pretty much a myth, right? Let's answer the second question. Doesn't exist.
I gotta ask one thing. The guy holding the knife to the throat, is that a kink of his or is that just...
It's definitely a kink of his. It's definitely a kink.
But is it a kink of mine?
Sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
You know what? If it's my clone, I'm down. My twin, whatever. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That's my official answer.
I think that's masturbation at that point. If it's like you from another universe or whatever, like the Avengers shit.
That's another great
some time
philosophical
traveling
question.
you. Like instead of Captain America fighting himself, it's you jerking yourself off, your other self. And I don't think that counts as cheating. I'm just saying. I mean, like, not that that'll ever happen, but if I did meet an alternate version of myself and got it on, I don't think that counts. I don't think it counts. We'll see what Christina
Is it
says.
gay?
I mean, only when the balls touch.
Okay.
So
That's
I think the rule has always been on Shit Happens When You Party Naked. It's not gay unless the balls touch. Do you guys agree? Like guys, because you have scrotums. Do you guys agree? It's not gay until the balls touch.
I see a lot of nodding in the audience right now.
Okay, I found the homophobe. Everybody, we found. I mean, I guess everybody has their own boundaries. I respect that. You know, I don't think it is, but I have my boundaries. You have yours. I'll try to remember not to mouth kiss you tonight when I'm saying goodbye. I'll try to remember not to run my tongue along the edge of your ear, because that doesn't seem that bad to me as long as our balls aren't touching. I think it's fine. More on that later. I think we got one more voicemail left. I hope this one's very embarrassing.
Coming for the
What's up,
homophobe.
Alme and his beautiful wife, of course. This is Delvin, the host of the Delvin Cox Experience. Just want
it's
to say
Delvin.
hello and I love you guys. And I want to give you guys a question. Let me think of one for you guys real quick. Since you guys are on the podcast and doing awesome things right now, if there was one thing that you want to see happen in 2020, like something colossal big, good or bad, or the other.
Yeah.
What would you want that thing to be? All right. Love you guys. Peace out.
Oh, thank you, Delvin.
I'm real close to this speaker. Can you repeat the question for me?
Yes. So, Delvin from the Delvin Cox Experience, everybody, after Po' Boys, after We Need to Talk, after The Plunge, after Shit Happens When You Party Naked, please put the Delvin Cox Experience in your playlist. Not only is it a great entertaining show, it's a fantastic show. It's a lot more serious than mine. But you will also feel like a better person because you have a black podcaster. You subscribe to a black podcaster's podcast, automatically woke points right there. You will elevate yourself in the eyes of anybody who's concerned about your social standing in terms of social justice. So please, go subscribe to Delvin Cox right now. If you don't, I'm just saying, you're a racist. So to repeat his question for you.
Thank you.
He asked if the what we wanted to see happen in 2020, if there was anything big that we wanted to see happen in 2020. And I actually have an answer for that. It's almost like I knew he was going to ask that question because I'm so well prepared. But I promise you guys, I did not listen to any of those voicemails. In fact, he called me while I was driving here. I transferred that voicemail to my iPad like 2 minutes as you guys were all walking in the door. So, weird flex. It's a normal flex. Those are kind of weird too, though. Like the bodybuilding flexes. Don't you think it's kind of weird? It's like sort of normal when I was competing and stuff, but it's also kind of weird if you're not into that. I'm just like, this guy who's like completely African American from the neck down, but he's like powder from the head up, is like flexing his muscles and veins and stuff. I mean, I still like it because like Stockholm syndrome and everything, but it is kind of a weird, like a very literal weird flex in my opinion. I don't know, what do you guys think about the bodybuilding shit before I go back to the actual question? Is it weird to see like a man with no top on like?
I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't think
Yeah.
it's too weird, but the weird part is the glute spreads. So they'll like get up and like split their glutes apart. And,
Oh yeah,
that's the weird
that's
one.
that's actually, you need that glute to be like really dialed in because that's how you can tell that person. Like 90% of 15-year-olds have a six-pack out there. I'm pointing out there because there's no 15-year-olds in here. It's 18 up here. But out there, there's 15-year-olds, and like 90% of them have a six-pack. So you can't just look at abdominal definition and say, that guy's good. You actually have to turn them around in the banana hammock and everything so you still get to see. You don't want to see the crack, but you want to see the rest. And you got to see like all the definition because if there's any fat on that ass, you're not lean enough. But what I'd like to see happen in 2020, back to the question. Let's pivot away from that.
Not a moment too soon.
I don't even think they're going to notice. I'm just going to pivot away from that topic, away from glutes, and right back to the question. Delvin, thank you for asking.
Ready.
I recently, there was the thing with the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Has anybody, I know we don't have many Popeyes up here. We got a few, and they're kind of far away. Raise your hand, please. Has anybody eaten the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Has anybody tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich? That is no. Everyone's looking at me.
That is literally zero.
Do you guys know what a chicken sandwich is? You guys understand what a chicken sandwich is? We'll start there. There's a place called Popeyes. I'll be right back to their name in a second. They made a chicken sandwich that, like, you guys have at least heard of it, right?
Oh, I know what a chicken sandwich is.
Okay, you look like you eat a lot of them, I'm just saying.
No, well, I'm more on the ham
you know
side.
your way, or you're the ham side. I'm more like a ham salad.
It's more like a baked
extra
ham.
cheese, curly fries. Popeye, yeah, but just the forearms though, right? He's like skinny everywhere else. I think his liver's bad. So have you heard of the chicken sandwich? Did you hear the chicken sandwich?
I used to make chicken sandwiches, so I'm aware, but not of the Popeyes specifically.
Okay, so Popeyes, it's like the Chick-fil-A killer, right? They wanted to get in on that, like Chick-fil-A makes money hand over fist. And honestly, Chick-fil-A has the tastiest chicken sandwich. They're the chicken sandwich place. The chicken sandwich, fight me outside after this if you think anywhere has a better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A. I will fight you outside, and that includes ladies, all right? Put your fucking dukes up, all right? I'm equal opportunity. I will fight a lady if you don't think chicken. It tastes the best. You don't have to agree with Chick-fil-A's stance, but they taste better than other chicken sandwiches, and that's all I'm saying. But Popeyes is coming after Chick-fil-A, and they got this popular sandwich that's tearing up Twitter. But they didn't do enough. There's more that they could have done if they wanted to take that business from Chick-fil-A. Hear me out. This is where the name Popeyes comes back in. I'm circling back to that, okay? Because you got to change the name too. You can't just make a sandwich that's delicious and good and comes after Chick-fil-A. If you really want to take some of that market share away from Chick-fil-A, you got to change the name to Gay Chicken. Fuck Popeyes, Gay Chicken. Boom, 2 big words, bright, colorful, make it colorful, Gay Chicken. You call the place Gay Chicken, I promise you, that Chick-fil-A money is gonna vanish, especially on Sunday. You're gonna kill on Sunday, easily. Because the chicken people are gonna wake up hungover on Sunday. They're gonna want Gay Chicken. They are gonna want that Gay Chicken. So, I put it out there. Popeyes, don't steal this idea from me. Because I'm gonna start a food truck.
No, steal the idea, pay you.
No. I'm starting a food truck, and I'm gonna call it Gay Chicken, and I'm gonna get it wrapped. I'm gonna get the food truck wrapped in rainbows, and it's gonna be called Gay Chicken. I'm gonna cut the fillets of chicken to look like penises too. Those chicken strips are gonna look just like dicks. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna call them chicken dicks. What, you think I'm kidding? I'm fucking joking. It's a comedy club, but I'm not. If they change the name to Gay Chicken, I would buy so much Popeyes stock, because the stock would soar. Call it Gay Chicken and give them a discount too. Like, bring your man in or bring your lady in, kiss them at the register. Colford, you and me would go to Gay Chicken. I would kiss you on the mouth, and we get a 10% discount. No. He's right. You stipulated that. It is my own rule. I'm defeated by my own game. It is my rule. Yes, we actually don't have to kiss. We just have to both remove our scrotums from our jeans, lay them on the table right there where the counter is, and just mush our scrotums together. Like 2 colors of silly putty. Just mush them together. And just, kind of like silly putty you dropped on the floor, so it's got like all the hairs sticking out. So just.
And that's for 10%?
That's a 10% discount, which is really, that's just good business, right? Because I'm saying when I open my Gay Chicken food truck in 2020, Delvin, 2020, that's what I want to see happen. I'm opening up my Gay Chicken food truck. I'm definitely giving discounts to people that mush their scrotums together. That's just good business. Because if you're willing to mush your scrotum together for a 10% discount off a $5 sandwich, a $4 sandwich, you know what I mean? Like, you're saving 40 cents on this sandwich. Like, I for real, that's a repeat customer. Those guys are coming back, period. And they're always coming together. I mean, they're always returning to the food truck together. I don't know if they come together or not. It might be premature.
Whoa, I missed the part where this was a food truck.
It's a food truck, yeah.
Is it a one-time ball touch for the discount? Or?
No, each
Do you
visit.
get like a stamp on your card? You're like,
each visit.
They're certified.
Yeah. No, each visit. I need to see the balls again each visit. I need to see, because I'm
This is
not going to
sounding
remember.
less like about them and more about you.
It's way more about me. It's way more about me.
Okay.
Gay Chicken, Delvin Cox, Gay Chicken coming 2020. That's the big shit I want to see next year. Thank you for asking that question. Allowed me to go on for 10 minutes about Gay Chicken. Sorry, Josh.
Gay Chicken 2020.
Gay Chicken 2020.
The only chance to be
It actually almost sounds like you could. That sounds like a running like a ticket. Gay and chicken. Gay Chicken 2020. Yeah. Question. Women can be gay. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but women can be gay. Women, yeah, not that you need my permission, but I'm saying that it is theoretically possible for women to also be gay and to date other women.
I think she's asking how she gets her 10%.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't know. They won't be welcome.
And that's how you get in that Chick-fil-A crowd.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I see.
So it's a compromise, right? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't fight me outside. Don't fight me outside. See, I got customers already.
Like Chick-fil-A more.
This guy specifically singled out lesbians. I still like Gay Chicken better than Chick-fil-A. Fuck you, Chick-fil-A. I love it. See, that's how I get customers. Gay Chicken 2020. I gotta make like a shirt. It's gotta look like you're gonna vote for it.
Yo,
chicken.
that is a great merch.
Yo, Kaz, my man. Gay Chicken shirt. Let's get together on the Gay Chicken shirt.
We know you're watching.
Gay Chicken 2020. Kaz, you and me. I'm gonna hit you up after this, dog. Okay, so I have talked enough. Just kidding. Your turn. What do you want to see happen in 2020?
Oh boy.
I want to see the return of Sears.
Of Okay. Okay. So, would you like to ask him a question about the return of Sears? I don't know.
I think that's going to take like some necromancy, or because they're pretty dead, right?
They're gone.
Essentially, if they can return, anything's possible.
Oh, so this is less about specifically you caring about Sears and more about the wanting the belief in imagination again.
Yeah.
This brings back everything. This
He
is
wants to
childhood
believe in
wonder.
He wants to believe in Jesus again. Jesus rose from the dead. Sears can rise from the dead, right?
That was my 2020, Jesus.
Your 2020 is you'd like to see.
Yeah,
That would be pretty big.
I want
Delvin said
Jesus to
big.
come back, but he works at Sears.
Yeah, I don't know about that. What would he bless? What would you buy at Sears that you would have Christ bless?
Washing machines?
Washing machines?
Yeah,
It's all
dude.
holy water?
All
water?
holy water, dude. All your clothes, you're blessed for days.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
It would
Think
need to be
about it.
something which is like visible. So I think like a tie or like a T-shirt or something. Because if it's your underwear, no one wants to see that. But if you're like, hey, look at this tie that got blessed by Jesus.
Do you
Instant
think
conversation starter.
Do you think Sears Jesus would be kind of picky about what he did and did not bless? Like, for instance, if you go in there and you're carrying your Chick-fil-A bag, and it's not Sunday, it's Saturday, and you're carrying your Chick-fil-A leftovers in your hand, and you have like a tie that's got like crosses on it. I think you're buying the tie. I think he would bless the tie, right? Mm-hmm. But if you walk in there with the gay chicken bag and a yarmulke on, is he gonna bless the yarmulke?
Yeah,
or is
he's
he gonna
Jewish,
be like,
dude.
Yeah, he was Jewish.
Yeah, but you're carrying the gay chicken bag.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't bless the chicken.
Okay.
Jesus, bless this food as it enters our body. No, I'm not doing that, bro.
No, I can't
They don't
bless that
support
chicken.
lesbians.
The chicken strips are shaped like dicks, dude. Come on.
Well, he's down for that.
Yeah. Well, just don't shape them like nails. Ooh. Hot. So what do you want to see happen in 2020?
Yo, Jesus, we just went over this.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Wait. So you
Working
got,
at Sears.
you got gay chicken. Is that, would your competitors be like Happy Cock or?
Well, besides Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
like I guess the like rip off the janky Chinese version would be Happy Cock.
You remember when?
Which I think is actually a brand of ramen like right now. I
You
think.
remember when Burger King had the long chicken?
The chicken fries?
No, they called it the long chicken. That was what they
Okay.
called it.
Yeah, that's pretty creative. I feel like I could get a job in their marketing department now.
Yeah.
I could quit my
Everything's
job.
gonna be shaped like a dick, though.
If this wasn't so lucrative.
No question. if my
Just go.
Just go.
Fantastic.
fucking chicken.
Broke him.
So I would give you guys all the voicemail number, but I actually don't have it memorized. I would invite you guys to call my voicemail for another show, but I'll drop it in the show notes for this episode. Please, everybody out there watching us, you
You got
drop
it.
us a voicemail.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, you're gonna get it?
Put it in the
Okay.
put it in the chat for the live
Yeah,
stream.
throw it in the chat. Call me, leave me a voicemail. I can do 45 minutes on voicemail alone.
Can I call you at 3 in the morning? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's just going to go to voicemail, so feel free. I'm not going to wake up. Yeah, that's totally cool. It's totally cool. Yeah.
How long we talking?
I'm sorry?
How long we talking? Can I leave like a couple hours? Voice?
Go for a marathon. I'll be impressed. I won't listen to the whole thing, but I'll
I think
be
Google
impressed.
Voice cuts you off at some point.
They're going to cut you off at some point. Yeah, so
So what was with that guy who told you to stop calling? Like, was that a legit voicemail?
that was a legit voicemail. I know you're not going to believe me because I'm like up here laughing about it, but that was a legitimate voicemail that I received from some old guy that doesn't want me to call him anymore. I mean, in my defense, I used to call his wife. She's old, but she's still pretty hot. I mean, and it's not like that matters anyway. We only had phone sex. I didn't have to look at her, you know?
Did the balls touch?
No, I mean, with my phone, yeah, but not like other balls. Cause
okay.
That's the thing about phone sex is it's never gay, because how are you going to make that work?
Wait, if the balls verbally touch. If you're like, I touch my balls to yours.
Because then everybody's getting a 10% discount at Gay Chicken.
Yeah.
Because they're
Like,
just
look at my text messages.
My proverbial balls. See my imaginary friend here? Look, we're touching scrotums. 10%. Come here. No, I can't just give it away willy-nilly like that, all right? I gotta.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't.
I mean, it's 10%.
You know people are gonna try and skirt that system.
See, people are gonna try, but I tell you what, maybe you guys will believe me on this. Okay. I can recognize a plastic scrotum, a prosthetic scrotum. I can recognize a prosthetic scrotum from at least 10 and maybe 20 yards. I can recognize that if you were holding a prosthetic scrotum right now, and I could just see the top of it over the table, I would know. I would know that it wasn't real, and I wouldn't give you your discount. Yeah, so...
Is that part of the training?
Listen,
you're going to need to know, okay? Watch the video.
So I'd like to announce a new sponsor, adamandeve.com. Go to adamandeve.com for all of your plastic scrotum needs. And so I spent a lot of time on their website. Adamandeve.com, code word party naked, and get your 50% off your plastic scrotum.
50%?
50%
Are you
off.
kidding me?
Off one
and you don't
item.
have to touch balls.
What
is their business model?
You still can. They're going to send you a bunch of free porn too. It's a good deal. Use code word plunge. Plunge, right? Adam and Eve? 6 free movies. AdamandEve.com, everybody. You think I'm lying? Code word plunge. I know,
go check
I know
it out
you're
as a
going to want to
joke.
get something romantic for Katie later. I know you're going to want to do it. Plunge. Plunge. 10 free items.
Wow.
50% off.
That's an unreal go.
They're throwing so much free porn at you. Yeah. It's good stuff, too. I know. I'm actually looking at... It's a lazy eye. I'm actually looking at Evan. I'm staring directly at Evan. That guy needs 10 porn DVDs. Whose scrotum are you touching at Gay Chicken? Nobody's. If you're comfortable enough, bring a cousin or your brother or something like that. I'll still give you the discount. It'd be weird, but I'll give you the discount. I mean, it's the principle of the thing. If you're willing to go that far, I'm willing to extend the discount. I'll give you 12%.
It's okay, folks. He's from the South.
That's just normal down there. I'm from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta. We don't fuck our relatives down there. It's Alabama.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That's Alabama. That shit.
Sorry, I got them all confused.
No, you got them confused. So last week we had a wonderful hour-long conversation about nicknames.
Oh, yeah. It was real long.
It was really, yeah. Honestly, it was an hour, but it felt like 3. But I completely spaced. And I forgot to tell you guys, we were talking nicknames. I can't believe we talked nicknames for an hour, and I forgot to tell you guys the nickname of our daughter. I mean, I told you the PV-EV one because the Pissy Chrissy. Yeah. Everybody, I call her Pissy Chrissy when she's not in a good mood. That's my nickname for my wife. I call her Pissy Chrissy because I like things that rhyme. And so our daughter, we just had a daughter 2 months ago, and sometimes she's also not in a good mood. I call her PV-EV when she's in a bad mood because her name's Evelyn. And so PV-EV
That's
rhymes.
adorable.
But we also call Evelyn Monkey.
Okay.
We call Evelyn Monkey because the tail. How the fuck?
Christina looks so offended right now, and I'm here for it.
How dare you? But
I can't tell if it's if you're offended or if you're like, how does he know about that?
Did you send him that email? Because I didn't send him that email. That's crazy. How'd you get that? Where'd you get that? But we call her Monkey because she does this like perfect monkey impression. She like does her face, she gets her eyes, and she just does that thing with her mouth, and she breathes just like a monkey, and she gets the eyes real wide. So we started calling her Monkey. And it took a few weeks before I kind of started to think about that nickname. And there was a little while where Christina and I were trying to get pregnant, and we weren't getting pregnant. And so we were thinking, you know, we might have to go the adoption route. And I'm going to get a kid from Africa. You see where I'm going with this. That Monkey nickname would absolutely not work at all. And I didn't think about that. We're like calling our daughter Monkey in public for like weeks. And I didn't even think. And I was like, oh my God, I'm glad this kid is white. This would be terrible if we adopted. We're going to have to think of a different nickname for the African kid that we adopt. Because invariably, I'm still kind of hung up on the notion. I like the idea of an NBA star in the family. And, or track and field or football or whatever. I mean, come on, I'm not like that, guys. But Monkey, we're going to have to think of we're going to have to come up. We have a few years before we adopt a young child from Africa, but we're gonna have to think of I did not even think of the Monkey nickname last week or when we were giving it to her because I thought, woo, it sounds bad.
Yeah, my cat's black.
Yes, your cat, yeah. So, but do you call your cat Monkey?
No, I call him Tim.
Okay, we went over that last week. So Tim is not offensive. Like if we were to name our African adopted child Tim, I don't think, like 90% of the time, people would not get offended in public if I called my African adopted child, Tim. Do you think people get offended by Tim for an African child?
I feel like this is a trap.
Abort. Oh, show's over, guys. All right, thank you for coming out.
I would say no.
No,
probably.
Tim's probably
Yeah.
okay for an adopted kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, monkey not so much. Monkey not so much. Yeah. No, so we'll have to think of something else, something that's completely not giraffe or elephant. Definitely not hippo, because just in case he gets big, like husky, I'm gonna feel like I put that on him if we call him hippo. But we got a couple years. Yo, I'm gonna put the voicemail number in the show notes. Feel free to call me up, leave me a voicemail talking about what we should name our child that we adopt from Africa. We might do one from Vietnam as well, so by all means, please feel free to...
Please tell me you're going to screen those ones.
The Vietnamese ones?
The voicemails.
I was like, why would I screen the Vietnamese adopted kid? I mean, I'm sure they're going to... they'll check his health and stuff before they ship him over. I'm sure he'll have his shots and stuff. What do you mean? No, screen those voicemails. Absolutely not. I'll do the same as I did tonight for screening voicemails, which is I won't even listen to them in advance. I'm just really glad. When I put the number out there today for people to call, I was like, look, all of y'all, leave whatever you want, but only Delvin is allowed to say the N-word on the voicemail. If anybody else says the N-word on my voicemail, I'm going to kill you. And Delvin was like, thank you, Jason. That's a good friend. Thank you. I half expected him to actually say it. He's like, I feel obligated to say it now.
Do you get a lot of weird voicemails?
Does the weird old guy, like the 80-year-old telling me not to call him anymore count? Because I've never called him
Probably
once.
not for you.
No, that wasn't that weird. That really wasn't. The gonorrhea one I wasn't expecting. That was kind of funny. But no, I really don't get a lot of weird emails. I get a few weird voicemails from time to time, and because I put my number out there. It's interesting podcast content. Sometimes I just jot it down. Like anytime you're pooping in public, if you guys ever start a podcast and you also poop in public, just have a Sharpie on you in the breast pocket. I know I'm not wearing a breast pocket right now, but like have a Sharpie, just jot the number down.
You mean in a public restroom?
What did I say?
Well, you said pooping in public, so that...
Yeah.
It's you, Jason. I'm not making leaps here.
I'm not talking about like homeless people in San Francisco shitting on the street. What are they gonna write it on? They're just gonna poop the number? They're just gonna poop the number on the street? No,
I was trying to follow your logic here.
But what I meant, I should have explained.
You
What I
remember,
meant
I'm an idiot.
was not shitting on the stage in front of everyone at Curlies Public. What I meant was politely excusing myself in the middle of a show while everyone stares at me walking across the room to go poop in the middle of my own show because I got the nervous bubble guts thing going on. And that's what I mean, closing the door, turning on the fan if there is one, turning on the sink so no one can hear me fart. That type of stuff. Sandy looks... Yeah, I'm just saying, like that one got her. I appreciate that. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Do you have hold on. Do you guys have like a routine when do you like turn the fart fan, those little fans that make noise in the bathroom? They don't have many of them up here, I noticed in New England. They have them all over in the South, everywhere you go. There's two little switches, one's for the light, one turns on a really loud fan. And I remember being young thinking, why does that fan make so much noise? All the other fans in my house are dead silent. This fan makes so much noise. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's supposed to mask the sounds of logs hitting water. I get it now. It took me till I was like 27 to get it, but I finally did get it. So do you have do you do anything? Do you
just go to the bathroom, man?
Do you not? Because some people raise your hand if you're like this as well. I'll direct this question towards you guys, but feel free. I bet Pepin's like this. Actually, I bet you're like this.
Probably.
Are you one of the dudes who's like, I've got to poop. I've got 20 minutes. How fast can I get home? Or are you like cool with public restrooms? Do you go in there and think like, oh no, and only do it at home?
See, the thing is, when I use the public restroom, I'm usually in there for 20 minutes, so I try to plan it out if I can,
So you would prefer not to. Who refuses to poop in any restroom but the one at home? We got one person willing to admit, and a whole bunch of pussies who don't want to admit that they refuse to poop in public. I mean, some people, and work counts. I know people who refuse. I'm like, why would you not? You're on the clock. You're getting paid to poop. That's like the easiest money you're going to make all day. Sitting there playing Candy Crush. I'm sorry, that was too much real life. I'm sorry, honey. I did want to have sex again, but I'm not sure that's going to happen now because not so attractive anymore. So you try to plan it out. You have a poop schedule. I wish I was like you. They're not all on schedule for me. Sometimes you go when you got to go.
It's like one thing, like public restrooms wouldn't be so bad if I had like baby wipes or like, something to like wipe a little extra, but I don't. So
you could just take a little bag in with you.
Yeah, but that's too much effort. It's like I'm not going to carry a purse around.
It's not it's not a purse. It's like we have a changing bag now because we got a 2-month-old. So I sometimes carry a bag filled with diapers and
just
wipes
pretend you have a baby, Nate.
Okay,
just pretend you have a baby. Yeah. Like I'm going to change my baby now, and everyone's like, you don't. There's no baby. What, is he already in there or what?
That would not be concerning at all.
Yeah. going to change my baby. I'm not going. This is not my bag full of my stuff that I need to poop.
Announce it?
So that they don't think
Guys,
he's pooping.
I'm going to change my baby.
Guys, I'm not going to poop.
Swear.
You don't ever like if you're gonna poop in public, like you're at work or something like that, and everyone's looking at you when you get up and walk across the thing, and you're going out, and everyone's thinking, well, come on, everything else is in the break room's that way, buddy. I know you're not going for a coffee. He's going to poop. Don't you ever announce to all your coworkers, I'm not pooping. I'm not pooping. I'm gonna go into the bathroom. I'm gonna be in there for 11 and a half minutes. I promise, though, I'm just thoroughly washing my hands, and I'm not pooping. It's gonna be the longest pee ever.
No, I do all the time.
Do you poop at work? Poop in public? That type of thing?
Not typically. When you gotta go, you gotta go. But
yeah,
it's definitely more comfortable at home. It's more sanitary. Like
it's more comfortable.
You know what's going on.
You can get naked at home.
Yeah, straight up, right?
Okay, all you pansies out there, too pussy to admit earlier that you refuse to poop in public. Who likes taking their clothes off to poop? Since you're all home poopers anyway, who likes taking their clothes off? Just get butt naked. No chance of accidents happening then, right? Just nothing's gonna get on anything that you're wearing. It is a superior way to go. I admit. Oftentimes I don't. I leave my clothes on to poop. You guys are weird, but I admire your style if you take clothes off to poop at home. Because you're at home. You're in the comfort of your own home. You might as well, right? Easy shower afterward. Who's got a bidet? Does anybody have a bidet? He's got a bidet. You sold bidets for a little while. Biobidet.com, everybody. Biobidet.com. What is a podcast without an advertisement for something that you would never fucking buy?
Have you used one?
I've used one in Vegas. I haven't used a biobidet, but I've used a bidet like the ones they have built in Vegas. And I'll tell you my problem with the bidet. My problem with the bidet is that it soaks your ass. Your ass is completely wet.
How are you using the bidet?
I know, right?
I haven't bought toilet paper in years. It's been the best financial decision of my life. I save $23 a year. I save $23 a year. So when you wet your ass, though, your ass is wet. You don't want to just pull your pants up with a wet ass. My hole is wet.
Yeah, but like the area around your hole, right? It drips out. What do you like? Do you just clench your butt and just hold it all in there, or on your ass? On my ass? No. I mean, one time. I mean, I was like 12. I was discovering I was discovering myself. I was 12. Have you? So my problem with the bidet, though, is I feel like I should dry myself after applying water to my anus. I feel like most normal people, most rational people, if you have a wet anus before you put pants on, you want to dry your anus. The problem is, if you've ever gotten toilet paper wet, that shit it just shreds. You can't dry a wet anus with toilet paper, and all of the towels are white. What am I gonna do? What if you're not done and you use that towel? And then your wife's coming out of the shower the next morning, drying her fucking hair, and you're like, God, I hope that's not the towel. I hope that's not the bidet ass towel that she's got. She's doing her fucking hair up and shit. I'm gonna lean in for a smooch later and be like, I don't think that was a towel. Like 90% sure that wasn't a towel. Maybe that was a towel still, though. Shit.
Pepin's a huge fan of the bidet.
Yeah, are you a huge fan of the bidet?
I've never actually used one, but with the baby wipes, I'm very need to be clean. It's just the obsessive kind of compulsive thing. I mean, not exactly.
I don't think it's that bad.
But if I have a bidet, I've been thinking about buying one for a couple of years now, and
I think you should.
I think I should, and I think I know who to buy it from now.
Yeah.
Why are we selling other people's stuff on the show?
Because I am too good for sponsors. This is my art form. I don't.
Bio bidet, Adam and Eve, gay chicken. Thanks, guys.
Okay, gay chicken. Gay chicken is a real thing, though, okay? Or it's gonna be.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't.
But this is a sick shirt. Like, let's be honest.
It's a nice shirt. This is my art. I don't sell ad space like it's a fucking NASCAR. Like you're gonna just slap your. So hit me up if y'all want to advertise.
$5.
$5 an episode. Next week I'm gonna come out with the mybookie.ag or whatever. Mybookie.ag. I'm gonna come out with that next week after I've said that I've got too much integrity to accept advertisement on my show. And I'm not gonna sit over here talking about my Patreon either. How you guys should go to patreon.com/partynakedpod and subscribe to my Patreon for $1 a month. I will send you bidet tips on how to keep your anus clean and your towels white. Okay? Towels whiter than your teeth, I'm telling you. And that is the bonus for signing up for my Patreon. Patreon.com/partynakedpod. Okay? Get those phones out. Subscribe.
She's been silent all night. That got her. I love it.
She likes the podcast humor. Because you listen to podcasts, you just fast forward through all that shit. You're like, what the fuck am I going to use any of this shit? It's a bidet again. Oh, God. I'm going to use a fucking bidet. I like my ass dirty. I don't even like those wipes. Fuck that. Fuck that. Like the good Lord intended, I use my left hand. JK. All right, so I believe we made it through this episode without me saying too much about sucking cocks. Sorry, Josh. Didn't make any cocksucking jokes at all tonight. You're welcome, Earl. You're welcome, Josh. Why don't you please, you guys, don't worry, the balls aren't touching. This is completely hetero hand-holding.
So
Triple H,
real
the hetero
straight.
hand-holding. So why don't you guys tell everybody in the audience, all these fine people out here, who may not have heard of you yet, why don't you tell them where on the internet they can find you both?
On
How
Jason's
can they,
podcast sometimes.
On my podcast sometimes. But when you're not on my podcast, where can people find you?
So we're at facebook.com/We Need to Talk Show. Also twitter.com/WNTT1.
We have a Patreon somewhere. Who cares? Whatever.
No. Go
Just
to our
Google
Patreon.
us. We Need to Talk. You'll find it.
Yeah, donate to us there. I'll donate to Jason first because, this is
Give us $1, give them $1.
Give us $2, actually. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Give
two.
him $1, give us $2.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
And also, if you have any suggestions for our show was last week with Jason. So if you have any suggestions, hit us up there. And if you have any suggestions for Jason,
You guys are on all the podcast. Like, go subscribe. Like,
Yeah.
send him a dick pic, DM him a dick pic, whatever.
Please.
That's cool. But like, subscribe to the podcast. Number 1, right?
Yeah, we're also
First
good for,
things
like,
first.
sets of boobs or vaginas. Send us that if you want to. I mean, that's fine. I'm okay.
He lit up.
Sets
He lit up.
of vaginas.
Sets of vaginas. I'm trying for a complete set. I want a complete set. I gotta get all 6. I gotta get all 6 infinity vaginas. I gotta get all 6 infinity vaginas. They're different colors. They've all got different powers. One is sideways. It goes like this. I'm pretty sure that's the Vietnamese vagina. It goes like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's awful. So subscribe to We Need to Talk on all of your favorite podcast players. Of
course.
Stitcher, Apple, Google,
Spotify.
Spotify's hot. You can
All those
subscribe
guys.
there to Shit Happens When You Party Naked if you haven't already. Search for Shit Happens When You Party Naked or Team Alme. You can sub to us there. Hit me on the Instagram, the Facebook, or the Twitter at Party Naked Pod. It's the same on all 3, so you can hit me up. Also, hit me after this because I got bumper stickers. They don't just stick to bumpers. You can stick them to whatever you want, almost. They stick to almost anything. I want to give everybody a bumper sticker, and I got little pens. I got little lapel pins that you can wear to show your support for Shit Happens When You Party Naked, and I want to give everybody some of those. So come see me afterward. I can distribute those things. Evan, I got a T-shirt for you, big dog. Even though you showed up late as fuck and you tried to sneak in like I wasn't going to notice. I noticed.
You said 8:30.
I said it goes till 8:30. I said,
It's like, I was early.
see how I'm wrapping up right now? It's 8:28, and I'm like reeling it in? Yeah. All right, so we have another podcast next week right here at Curlies Comedy. That's Cool Kids, right?
Yeah,
Cool
Cool
Parents.
Parents.
Sorry.
Yo,
Sorry,
I listen
Cool
to
Parents.
those guys. Those guys are actually
I listen to
really,
those guys every
really
week,
funny.
too. I said Cool Kids. Fuck. Cool Parents are going to be here, same time, same
Curtis,
place.
Justy Boy?
Next week.
Those guys are funny.
Those guys are funny.
I'm really
the week
excited for
after that, we got I Don't Know Radio, also here, same place, same time.
I will
and
not
then
be there for that one.
On October 29th, the Plunge Boys are going to be here. Come back for the Plunge Boys. That shit is going to be fucking hilarious. Hopefully I'll see you guys here next week. Thank you guys all for coming out and listening to me for an hour. Really appreciate it. I was so nervous this place was going to be fucking empty, and Josh was never going to talk to me again. He probably will still not ever talk to me again.
That's fair.
Because he told me not to make so many dick-sucking jokes, and the first thing I say when I get up here is I can't get dick-sucking out of my mind right now. And that's basically any day that ends with a Y. So thank you, motherfuckers. Good night.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you guys. Who wants a beer? I'm about to piss my wife off.